on the Pear Agri web program, and then how we can export that into Geofolia crop recording software. So if we start by going to spray recommendations from our home page, we can then add a new recommendation, and let's choose our couple of wheat fields. So we've got 3 wheat fields there. If we select them, we can also go and adjust the area if we require. So this one might be 2.0, and we can update that area. And then if we click next, we can give it a name. So let's give it our wheat preem, and let's give it let's use today's date. Growth stage is pre-emergence, latest within a week, and pre-emergence we can adjust the water volume and the spray settings, and we can choose a nozzle type as well. But if we click next, we can then choose our working spray. If we choose Roundup Energy, you'll see we have a list of stages to choose from. We need to select the relevant stage for the pesticide audit to work correctly. So if we choose pre-emergence and OK that, we can then put in a rate, and you can see the max dose rate is 1.2. So we've got a dose rate of 1, which gives us the total amount used. Add that to the mix, and this does all of our checks, which are OK. Add it to the mix, and you'll then see it showing at the bottom here. This is a very simple recommendation, so I'll just go to the next screen where we can add our reasons. So let's say we're doing our pre-emergence weed control. Add that, and let's just add a comment saying within before next week. We can add that one, and we can then save this recommendation, save it as approved, and you'll then see it is showing there with the information, with the recommendation number, the name, the crop type, variety, etc. If we select it, we can then export it, and if we print this one, so this is as a spray recommendation, that will then show as a spray recommendation sheet, PDF with all the information in it. But we want to export the recommendation into Geofolia. So we click on the export button, and the bottom of the list is export recommendations to Geofolia. That will export to a downloaded file down at the bottom here, which we can then import into Geofolia. So in Geofolia, we go to our activities log tab and then go to import activities. We use the gatekeeper XML import. We go and select our file, which is this XML file. Click next. It identifies the fields and relates them to the fields in Geofolia. It knows that it's a spraying job. It's linked the Roundup Energy to the Geofolia Roundup Energy. It imports the job, click close, and that now appears in our list of activities as a spraying activity. If we hover over the speech bubble, we get the recommendation name, the number, and the comments, etc. showing there. That's down below. We obviously have the details. So we have the fields. This bottom signals field, you'll see we've got that reduced area of 2. If we go to the input tab, we can see Roundup Energy and our rate of 1 litre a hectare and the total quantity required. The employees and the equipment are for the farmer to enter. The reason comes across along with the date of visit and the growth stage at visit, and then the latest growth stage and latest application dates as set in the spray recommendation. Weather is entered by the farmer, and then under the summary we also have these comments showing up there. So this has now imported the spray recommendation from Pear Agri's web program into Geofolia. and the farmer can now go and complete this job either on his mobile app or through the